Okay, good day to everyone. This time is we will be able to discuss how to determine a geometric sequence, or what is a geometric sequence and how to solve problems involving geometric sequence. So we will start by its definition. So a geometric sequence is also known as a geometric progression in which each term is obtained by multiplying the preceding term by what we call a common multiplier, which is the common ratio. And what is this common ratio? So a common ratio is this is a constant term multiplied to every term to get the next term. We can find it by dividing the any term except the first term by the previous term. So what do you mean by except the first term? So we will going to use this formula to understand that one. So what do you mean by, or how do we get the common ratio? So let's have an example. So our first example is to identify which of the following um, is a geometric sequence. So using this formula, this means that this you are going to divide, you are going to start with the second term, so what we call a sub 2 divide by a sub 1, or you can have a sub 3 divide by a sub 2, and so on. Now if the answer is common, or C, or common, so that means this is the geometric sequence. Now let's try with letter A. So for letter A, so that one, let's have it. So for letter A, the sequence is 5, 8, 11, and 14. So if we apply this to the principle of the common ratio, so we have to divide 8 divided by 5. And if we divide 8, sub that one, 8 divided by 5, so we get 1.6. And let's try it with the next 11, the third term divide by the second term. So we'll see if it is common or same. So we have 11 divided by 8, so that is 1.375, which means they are not the same, or they are not common. So therefore we can conclude that letter A is not. Okay, so that is not a common, or that is not an example of the geometric sequence. Okay, what about letter B? So if we try to look at letter B, so we can, by applying this, so we have 8 divided by, sorry, so that's not 8, but it's 20, the second term. So you have 20 divided by 10, so that is equal to 2. And if we divide the third term by the second term, and that would also equal to 2. And if we also try to divide the fourth term by the previous term, 80 divided by 14, that is also 2. So, and they are common, so the answer is common, so therefore this has a common ratio, therefore B is a geometric sequence. Now if we will try letter C, let's say for example we are going to divide 9 divided by 2, so the answer is 4.5. Let's see if 4.5 similar, same ang answer if we divide 16 divided by 9. So they are not the same. So therefore we can conclude that only letter B is a geometric sequence. So letter B is the only geometric sequence. Okay. Now this time we will go to how to get the nth term of the geometric sequence using this general rule or formula of the geometric sequence, where our R is the common ratio. So this is the general rule. in getting the n term. So a sub n is equal to the first term, or a sub 1 quantity, or multiply by r raised to the power of n minus 1. So how do we do that? So let's have an example. So let's have an example for this. What is the n term of the geometric sequence given 4, 12, 36, and so on? So in getting the 8th term, so we need to get the, of course, the a sub 8. Okay, in order to get that, we need to have, um, our first term, and then our r, and of course our n. Okay, so what is our r? So our r can be obtained by multiplying the second term with the first term, or you can have third term divide by 12. So this is 3. So therefore we can have 3 as our common ratio. Okay, so we already have r. Now this time is we need to get the first term, which is here, which is 4. Okay, so since we already have this given, we also need to have n. Our n is 8. So why 8? It's because when you get the 8th term, there are 8 elements in the given sequence. Like say for example, 4, 8, 12, 16. So this is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, up to 8, because you need to get the 8th term. So therefore there are 8 elements. So having this given, we need to just substitute this on your formula, which is the a8 is equal to 4. Now take note that this is multiplication. Okay, so our r is 3, then we have 8 minus 1. Okay, so that would be equal to 3 raised to the power of 7. So what is 3 raised to the power of 7? So we need our calculator and scientific. So you notice this one. So this is how you're going to set your calculator in getting the exponent number, or answer for the exponent number, which is more than 2 exponent. So let's try that one. You have to 3. If you don't have like this, you can look at your calculator. This symbol, you can press that one. Raised to the power of 7. So that would be equal to 2187 times 4. So we will just go directly. Times 4. So 8748. That would be 8748. So therefore the 8th term is 8748.